Alright, this is my flak build. I haven't seen anyone using one like it. So we're going to start off by just showing it off during this boss fight. And then afterwards, I'll explain how it works. Alright, that's boss fight. Now I know what you're thinking. Build can't be too good. I mean, I am incredibly over-leveled versus probably using versus a low-level boss, right? I'm level 39, he's level 33. Well, as it turns out, the gun I'm using is level 25. I don't even have a class mod or a trinket. In addition to that, I only have a level 26 build. So it's the build itself is 6 levels under the boss. So how it works? Basically, torque shotguns are incredibly overpowered in sticky mode with flak specifically because of the interaction between well, him just getting a bunch of crit and damage from his green tree. We need that with our low level gun to scale its base damage. And with the built-in scaling that the gyro rockets have based on the number you have tagged in an enemy, and then of course we get a really cool interaction with Leave No Trace. Leave No Trace, when you crit, there's a 36% chance to add a shot back into the magazine. This shotgun fires 9 projectiles, each projectile having a 36% chance of giving me an extra shot when I crit. I get crit one of two ways. You either shoot at a weak point, or we have our 8-second invisibility, during which all of our shots are crits. So you have 8 seconds to just wail on things, and then you hit the reload button, whatever you shot really died. Because we get this massive base damage scaling by gyro rockets, or your damage increases per gyro rocket stick. So since this one fires 9 rockets, that's at 12% damage each. That's 108% increased damage for hitting all the rockets. On a boss, you really shouldn't be missing all the rockets. Now, if we fire 10 rounds into the boss, we're not getting 108% increased damage, we're getting 1080% increased damage on every single rocket explosion, in addition to the base damage scaling that we are getting from our tree. You know, furious attack, all the explosions will very quickly rack us up to that 20% damage. Vest in the Furious, hidden machines damage as well, power insides damage, big ones here. This giving us the shorter fadeaway, but we get to shoot freely during it. It means we're going to get a bunch of attacks off. Attack speed becomes really important, so you're actually going to want to take overclocked as well. And of course, all of this crazy crit damage that Unblinking Eye gives, being just a massive multiplier, which is why literal points after this don't really matter, right? Anything that isn't a boss um, falls over if you look at it dirty, and anything that is a boss, you turn on your ult and shoot it in the face, and it really dies. And if you're real lucky, you can have a class mod that gives you even more points in Leave No Trace, which means you can use a weaker shotgun, stuff like instead of having the 9 pellet, you can use a 5 pellet. I was using this for a very, very long time. In fact, until I found this level 25, I was using this level 18 from when I picked it up. Sort of came across this synergy on accident in my co-op playthrough that I've been doing for fun with Sigza. He was cracking some gold caches on Sanctuary. This thing popped out. He gave it to me. I thought it was great because it gave bonuses in what is that? Turn, tail, and run. And I was already leveling into turn, tail, and run because it's a fun skill that makes you very tanky and gives you damage. And noticed the synergy between Cloak and Leave No Trace while using this thing. And I was using it to absolutely shred uh, badasses. Any badass that would show up, I would one-shot it instantly. And then eventually got the better shotgun and just used it to absolutely slap anything that decided to come my way. So yeah, this is my flak build. It's really pretty okay. Yeah, I wanna try it out yourself.